Me. The fuck was that? What has come from my face? I do not understand the words that come out of my own mouth. Enemy fucking. Okay, we gotta go to extend the size of this. Lower the size of this. Go back to YouTube. Fucking YouTube it up. Go live. Oh yeah. I do a whole bunch of things. I think I make it harder on myself than I should by using YouTube at the same time. Does that make any sense? I think I do. So we're gonna go with gaming. War brain. There you go. War brain. Dude. Oh, that was fast. So fun little thing that I found out. So, how do I say this? Warframe beat Monster Hunter World in popularity. Let me see something. Am I missing anything? No, I think I'm good. So yeah, so like in the world of streaming, Monster Hunter World was beaten by Warframe by a long shot. And people are like, and I know I was here like, how does that work? And then I realized, wait a minute. Monster Hunter World is an old game, for one. And for two, very few people are streaming it. And actually, there's just a bunch of people who are just following the same motherfuckers. So for one, that kind of cascades into a situation of, if you don't like anybody who's over there, who's on the top, you're not gonna continue watching it. And for two, most people either like new games or games with new stuff in it to see like new stuff. Speaking of new stuff, check this out. You already got bunny ears now. Also, there's also the Lepus headgear one. I'm gonna grab this. This is only credits, but I also want the platinum one, so we can have permanent bunny ears for my Sussy bunny, stuffy bunny. And yeah, it already has ears now. Also, I did something interesting. So this Urelli is the cutesy Urelli. This Urelli is a serious Urelli, and this Urelli is the pretty Urelli. The material girl. Wait, is this... Actually, no, technically, because of how expensive Urelli is, they're technically all material girls. They just have a different attitude about it. One's the preppy little bitch, the other one's cutesy and sweet, that wants you to take care of her, and the other one is just a hoe. But, pretty much what I'm thinking of. So we're gonna be playing as this one. Oh, what happened? Did her oh, never mind. Her fashions temporarily went back to where it was. We are a bunny now. I will not be using the actually, you know what? I probably will be using the Onos. There's kind of a reason for that. Because if I take this Onos and I go over here to this, and swap it out for, which one was it? This one, consecutive headshots, do more headshot damage, and then I go over here, and I do this one. Oh, hold on. I'd have to, okay, let's see. Sorry, I have to redo this. So there's a, oh no, I want radiation. Oh, radiation. So we want radiation. Is there anything else? Oh wait, yeah, hold on. I don't want this kind of radiation. I want this kind of radiation. And now I think I want crit. So we're gonna go with crit. Boom. I want damage. So we're going with damage. We're going with this first though. So we're going damage. Oh, it looks so ugly though. I want, yeah, this will remedy that slightly. Okay. Now I want cold. I want this. So what else can we put here? I want critical. Yes. What else do I want? I want Gazo Torrent. There we go. I think we got it. Okay, so now I want head, deadhead. Okay, so this is the build for stuff. I understand how the build is supposed to be built, as I have been building Archon killers for a while, but I forgot to do the Archon this week. So yeah. Wait, let me do something. This can probably help out with the stuff too. Hold on, where'd it go? So I didn't do the Archon this week. So we're gonna do the Archon this week. It's excavation, sabotage. I'm trying to think. It's excavation, sabotage. I think. Let me see. It's spy and excavation, and then we got the Archon hunt. Okay, let's do this. Actually, what is my petty? My petty is at 40%. Okay. Did I do the Netra cells yet? Oh, wait a minute. No, today's a new week. So the deep cells come today, right? The deep cells come today. That's good for my brain to figure out. This is the regular Urele. We're going over to do the thing. Da, 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 da. I noticed that this is really good on Archons, but this build is kind of doesn't work very good on anything else because you need consistent headshots. Oh shit! Fuck. Because you need consistent headshots, the damage is kind of eh. Because it's headshot damage, but it drops at it drops after you miss the first shot. So the next shot, I mean. I'm gonna go here. Wait, no, that's A. Somebody's got A. I kind of want to shoot an enemy to see if. Oh, everybody's got a spot. So that means I'm just here for the ride. Let me check. Yeah, somebody's over there. And this is Grenier too, so it's very easy. What the fuck?
You've triggered the alarms.
Oh, I spoke too soon. Should I go help? No, I don't think I should help. I might ruin it. Damn it, come on.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh no! Aww.
We allowed the enemy to destroy all their data. This mission is over.
Also 600,000 on a headshot that wasn't even fully ranked up because yes. Okay, let's do this again. Let's go again, guys. Come on. Oh no, they're leaving. Oh, junk. Anyway. Alright, let's go. Am I host? Oh, oops, I was host. Okay. I forgot that Hold on. Let's do this again. We got excavation after this. Da 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 da. Directly. Wait, I remember a YouTuber named Dorkly, right? Isn't Dorkly a thing?
You know these vaults. Get in. Find what you can.
Lowe's. Dude, I haven't been to Lowe's in like years.
I am no mere cipher to be cracked. Come to me in humility. Abase
2
yourself.
Wukongs. We got this. You know.
Even you will understand.
Everybody's a bunny, guys. Everybody. It's a funky looking
Be
rabbit.
on the lookout for increased security measures.
I wanna go. Let's go. I don't know why I'm staying here. I could definitely do it. Butt fuel thingy. I'm suddenly not doing that much damage. Uh-oh. I wanna go A.
You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors. The target console
Sorry, it's
is
been a bit.
nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
I also turned the music on because I figured I'd do that. Got it.
Data extracted.
Sorry, I
They
should
won't
like
even know
straighten
it's
up my
gone.
back.
Stay
Fucker.
focused.
Anyway,
There's a heavy unit
let's
approaching.
go. There we go, I'm doing damage now. Hey, asshole. Who's got C? Anybody get B? Oops. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Let me see. Yeah, someone's got B. I don't want to ruin their groove. I'm just gonna shoot shit out here. There we go, sorry. I misclicked. B is my mark button.
I'm truly sorry.
Where's B?
For
B?
everything.
Are you guys? Are you
I
gay,
saw
dude?
the truth far too late. She will never forgive me. But you
Should
will,
I go in there and help him?
won't you?
I don't want to fuck up his groove. If I fuck it up, that would be kind of sort of my fault that we lose. What is he doing? Oh, he's in this one. Why is he struggling? Is he AFK? What are you doing, dude? Oh, he's trying to figure out the hacking. Oh, I thought it was time. No, not yet, dude. What MR is this guy? Oh. Okay, let's go. La la la. Da 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 da. I like how I'm charging my passive like a lunatic. Why is he having a hard time? You want me to do it? I'm gonna do it for you. Look out, I'm gonna do it for you. Hold on. Did I already break that? Okay, I think I already did. Yay! Yum. Yum. Let's go. We got this. I scratched my ear. I scratched my ear.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
Whoa, there's shit in my ear. What the fuck?
Is unwell. I will.
Oh, my brother is unwell. I'll burn the sickness out. No, don't burn it out. No lobotomy for your brother.
Stay focused.
Especially with fire. That's not how that works. Da 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 da. Oh, also I think I mentioned this last time because I figured it out during that time, but I'll probably mention it again. They fixed the thing where Yureli will throw a tantrum when she gets punched in the face. So essentially, she now no longer is stunned when she's hit with a physical attack. So Yureli essentially can now take out things that tackle her, like certain liches. Certain liches would be capable of tackling her, and when that happens... Oh. What the fuck? Let's go. Excavation. Should I change my weapon? Let's change my weapon. Pirax race. I'm ready, Yureli! Who's this? Magnesium Rose. What is magnesium? I heard about it. Oh, isn't that an explosive? Like an explosive or something? I don't know. Magnesium. I'm gonna have to fucking look at that. Remind me to Google magnesium, because I want to. I hear that word a lot, but I don't know what it means. I can't use it if I don't know what it means.
You abandoned me.
You abandoned me. I was at the altar, and I was waiting, and I had all my friends, and she went to go catch a 10'9". Hi. Hi, Grandma. That bitch.
Excavator is ready to go.
A 10'9".
Protected from enemy fire.
Dude, I don't know if like that's gonna be like a valid like thing reference. It's valid for Yureli, I'll just say that. But there's this game called not game. It's this song called Surfer Girl. And okay, so here's the story of Surfer Girl. There's this guy who met a girl at the beach, and they got like together, right? And they hit it off very hard. And he asked, "Hey, want to get married?" And she's like, "Well, I guess." And so he's over there. He makes all the plans. He goes to the altar. He's there waiting for her, and he finds out from a friend she went to go catch waves. A 10'12" or something like that. And so essentially, she's so into surfing that instead of going to a wedding, she decides to fucking go surfing. Magnesium Rose fucking left. Did I get banished? Oh no, it's the thingy.
Excavator deployed.
Your shit is wide, man. Hey, the particles look a lot better. Wait a minute. Dude, Loki's particles are not as egregious to my brain. It just makes it darker. Holy shit, there's another. Oh, I was about to say. Motherfucker came out with a second goddamn Loki. I don't think that works. You can't have two Lokis. That doesn't math correctly.
An artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site.
Bubbles. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. Together, they are the Powerpuff Girls. Dude. I just realized I kind of sort of did make the Powerpuff Girls. Bunny Urelli, yeah. She's a little snow bunny. If you know what a snow bunny is, you nasty. Oh shit! Eximus!
Excavator destroyed. Protect the remaining dig sites.
My dude. What's a snow bunny? So snow bunny is essentially a slutty white girl. That's what a snow bunny is. Some people mistake it for a mud shark, but a mud shark is kind of different. A mud shark is a slutty white girl, but specifically one that only sleeps with black guys. But snow bunny is essentially just a slutty white girl. It kind of comes from like Playboy Bunny, kinda. But it's usually the white girls. Explains a lot now, yeah. Slutty white girl. But there is a discourse going around in the community of like whether or not Urelli would be a Japanese girl or a Hawaiian girl, actually. So people are like, is she Hawaiian or is she like French or is she like something like that? Like, she's a Lolita. She's a Lolita, right? And a Lolita is a French style, but it's also a Japanese style too, since the Japanese people they adopted the style. And and she's also a surfer. So she's three different kinds of people mixed together in amalgamation. Oh, also her name is apparently Google translated to be Native American. So you could probably really do is have her a mixed person, but as somebody who lives with a lot of mixed people, I say a mixture between Native American, Japanese, Hawaiian, and French would probably be a little bit weird looking. I'm not gonna lie, I've met somebody who looks like that, and she was kinda ugly. She was a weeb though, so... What's Chroma? I think Chroma's like I think Chroma's based off of like a dragon, but he's specifically based off of the European dragon. So he might be like European.
Need another power cell for the excavator.
He could be German. Because like that's part of Europe, but that's specifically the kind of dragon I think he would be based off of. Plus he looks like a Power Ranger, and I think like some of the most one of the Power Rangers was like a German dude. Bro, to me, Kuro is an Arab, yeah. I think for me, it's like it depends on what kind of. I guess it depends on whether or not DE decided to have the person who's based on the Warframe be a certain race. Because there's a whole entire situation where you never know. Urelli could be like Popolo or African. Which, I'm not gonna lie, it wouldn't match her character at all. But, I mean, DE can do whatever they want. You gotta see who will be the proto-frames exactly. Because apparently they said that we're gonna work on us being able to play as proto-frame versions of our frames. So whatever the proto-frame version of Urelli is gonna be, I hope it's cute at least.
Go to the dig site.
I think the one thing is it doesn't have to be a certain race. It could always just be like whether or not their aesthetic matches. Because if their aesthetic matches it can be good, because you basically want her to be cute, but objectively cute isn't easy to justify, you know? The internet is gonna be crazy with Proto Wisp. Yeah, the internet is definitely gonna be crazy with Proto Wisp. The thing is, like, I don't know which version of a Wisp she is, but I know that, she's mostly based kind of like on a... I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like... Her style screams like Arab, actually. She's the one that screams Arab a lot. Or African. But she, because like her original version is literally just a scarf, but like fucking bald as hell, and the coloration too. That would be pretty interesting to see people's reaction to that. Just because I don't know. Cause her thing kind of looks like Arab. But also Garuda, she seems like she would be as well, just because of style. Ah, get up there. That's the thing, is like whenever you get into like what the Warframes would look like in their proto-frame versions, you start getting to that territory specifically, because describing a face actually is similar to describing a race. Yeah, East European.
Excavator deployed.
East European could work as well.
Extracts the artifact.
But with your Redding, it's interesting because she's a mixture between 4 different things. But if you put them all together at once, the result, if you know about like the effect genetics can have on people, it's not as cute in my head as it would be for somebody else. So they would have to go either leaning into the cute version of a Japanese girl, or they would have to go French girl, because, you know, Lolita. If they want to go with French maid, like specifically like that, like a nanny, then I think it would work very well. But I don't know if there's that many French maids. Proto Ash would be cool, yeah. I think there's he's definitely gonna be a Japanese guy. Just because, you know, ninja. He's like the ninja. Imagine, okay. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be super hilarious if he looked like Kirito. Could you imagine Ash looking like Kirito? Because he's literally, or like Sasuke. Well, that technically that would be what you call Excalibur, because he kind of still has Sasuke hair. But he looks like he would be perfect as like a Kirito looking motherfucker. Just edgy as fuck, and like so, like, that's me, for real, you know.
Good work.
Imagine him like Scorpion from AK. That could also work as well. If he looks like Scorpion, then he can basically be similar to how what's his face is. What's his face? Arthur. There we go. He'd be similar to how Arthur is, where he's just a big ass grown man in a cyber suit. Then again, according to the way that Warframes work, I don't think he's in a suit. I think that's literally his body. It's just that the helmet thing became a thing when they became what they are now. But I think that's where it is. Alright. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Dooby-Doo. I gotta see. Dude, Scooby-Doo was a fucking great show. I'm just not a fan of Velma. I never watched Velma. It's just that, kind of, to be completely honest, if it didn't have the dog, I'm not gonna watch it. If that makes any sense. Because it's literally Scooby-Doo. And if you don't have the dog, I'm not going to watch it because there's no dog. So I didn't necessarily have any interest in watching Velma. And I know it's like a weird, arbitrary reason. But legitimately, it's called Scooby-Doo. And if you're not going to have Scooby-Doo in Scooby-Doo, it's not Scooby-Doo. They've never ever not had Shaggy or Scooby. They had this one show that was just Daphne and Shaggy and Scooby, but they still had Scooby and Shaggy. And of course, Scooby's gotta be a Great Dane. That's just Scooby, man. You don't want to be a Pomeranian now. If he was a Pomeranian, it wouldn't be as good because it's funny to see a cowardly dog who's really massive. That's kind of like how I see it. And they already have Courage the Cowardly Dog, and I think he's like a Chihuahua. No, was he a terrier? Yeah, he was a rat terrier. I have a rat terrier, and she's loud and smart, but she knows she can get away with it. So she'll be doing loudness, and then come back inside as if she didn't do anything. Like, I heard you, shit. Barking during my recording for my video.
Boreal serves only the ram.
Twice.
He cares nothing for the twisted servant that carries him. The being I once called brother. Destroy
The
Boreal.
being I once called Daddy.
Become clear again.
There we go. Oh, I'm coming. Fuck off. Haha, I shot you in the face. Also, yeah, I'm using the Onos with Jirali. And the reason why, even though I said it doesn't work with her, is because if you want to take on Archon with this, you do want to use the regular version. I found this out. Okay, now that sounds weird, but me and my friend who helped me test weapons found out that's good against acolytes before he did. So I'm salty, and I'm not salty, but I'm over here like hee hee hee. I knew that shit.
And do not let him heal.
Motherfucker. Okay, there we go. It kind of does amazing damage without hitting him in the head, honestly. Also, was I the one doing all that damage? Oh, I just looked at their frames and their, what you call, just testing Chroma's augment. Yeah. What does Chroma's augment do again? I forgot. Okay, this one's further away, so I'm gonna go over here.
Even if their bearer is dead.
That's like the worst security ever, because if you're gonna have be quite good on squads, nice. I'm really glad Chroma got some love. I just like what is that? It sounds weird, but like I try to practice true empathy. And the fact that Chroma's getting some love means that a lot of the players who play Chroma are gonna be happy. And if the Chromas who play Chroma are happy, I think I'm happy. Just because I like seeing other people happy. I think I was actually talking to somebody once, and they said like constant positivity can be bad for you, and I was like, yeah, because if you're never critical about yourself, you're never gonna learn how to get better at what you do. But what I find is that you still have to be happy sometimes. And it really stems from this one thing that I learned, is that too much of anything can be bad. I am okay. I'm one of those people who's okay with capitalism, but I will say straight up, if you're too far into capitalism, you will fuck up That's just how that works. Like, the one thing I do like about it that I think is pretty good is deciding what your money is worth and deciding how much money your time is worth. Other than that, there's a bunch of things wrong with it, but it's mostly because people take it too far. That's just a weird opinion that I have usually. It's like the one thing that you should never do is take anything too far. Even like how I like your rally, I can take my like for your rally too far as well. To a point where the game no longer is just the game, you know? That's like a weird opinion I have. What the fuck? Oh. How come I can't hit your bottles? Let me hit your bottles! There we go. Yeah. I can't hit his bottles for some reason. Do I have to go further away? Oh, there we go. There we go. Come here. I like how casual ripping it out of Boreal is. It's like, he got you, boop.
Excellent work.
Yum. Everything is good in moderation. Oh, actually, probably to touch back on that subject like one more time. Fun thing about in moderation things that a lot of people don't talk about. You know that hatred is one of the biggest motivators that humanity has. So in actuality, if you hate something, if you do it in a like if you don't put too much aggression into it, it can actually motivate you to be a lot better at with your stuff. The hatred is the best motivator out there. It's just that you gotta use it to motivate yourself in the right way. Because if you use it to motivate yourself in a really bad way, you end up being literally like Antifa. Which you haven't heard a lot about them in a while. I think they haven't done anything stupid in a while. But I have a, how do I say this? I have a healthy hatred of like the community. Like, does that make any sense? Like, I love you guys, but I also hate you guys. But I try to make sure it's in a healthy way, because I'm not gonna go out of my way to make your day worse. But my motivation for being a better creator is strictly out of hatred of people telling me that I'm not good enough, you know? That's just like a deep cut lore of Gina. Literally, the whole reason why I'm trying to be a better creator is strictly out of hatred, but a healthy dosage of it. Are those bunny ears? Yeah. 35 platinum. They're only for now, and they're permanent. They're making permanent versions of everything. So this summer we might even get a hold of permanent versions of the. Oh wait, no. There were permanent versions of the Soaker ephemera earlier. So the Soaker ephemera had a permanent version. But now Urelli can be a Sussy bunny. Technically, this is my main Urelli, but it's also not her main style. Her main style is... Let's see. The main style is this one. But right here, we're on the D. For D's nuts. I think we earlier we had a conversation about snow buddies and the difference between snow bunnies and mud sharks. We're on a roll today on some inappropriate shit, but you know, it's a good day for me. I made a video yesterday, so I didn't have to do it today, and it's coming out at 5 o'clock today, which I think for Chroma would be like in the morning before work. It's a 10-minute video of me comparing the Latum and the Onos. And the thing is I wanted it to be like different than my regular build videos, just because I wanted to try something new. No, you don't work? Oh, okay. I was about to say. Let's see. So we got the Onos. I'm gonna swap this back to its old version, Devastation Cascade. Oh, you're a student. Okay. University. I'm gonna use my regular ready. I also decided to turn on music, so there's music now. Oh, it's from the game. Let's see. Let's go with I wanna try something new today. Oh yeah, ooh, let's use the Latum. I've been wanting to use the Latum seriously for a bit. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can I, what will you do after the hunt? I don't know. I'm gonna be doing some random stuff. I think I'm gonna do the Minesha so soon. Let's see. So I can't use the regular Ureti with this Latum build because it's got heated charge. Yeah. Yeah. Fishy. Like the thing is that I have an Archon shard on Urali that makes it to where she can't use this, right? So I'm over here trying to figure out what I'm gonna be doing. She specifically cannot use this, but she has these Archon shards. I don't want to do it with you though, because they're just selling the squad enemies don't spawn. Yeah. Yeah, for some reason it was being weird. We found out that it was because we found out it was due to the fact that we had clones from Duplicate Bond. Duplicate Bond was doing it. So they were being distracted in the front of the door. It was kind of sort of our bad. Kind of want to use the compressor, but I want to change its build. Oh, it's gonna load into Nitro Cell, yeah. Let's see. I want I want this. Where to go? Empowered. Okay. Is this? Yeah. Okay. Boom. Status. There we go. So I want. Let's go with. No, I don't want frostbite. I want this. I want that. So it's corrosive. I want cold. Corrosive and cold. Oh, no. Hold on, let me, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Corrosive and cold. And I want shot. So that brings the status up to 100. The natural cells didn't reset. They reset every Sunday. But it's not Sunday yet. I don't think I did them on Sunday. So I'm gonna be needing to do that. Reload speed with status chance. Murmur. Oh. Expel murmur. Oh, never mind. Let's go just do this. Okay, let's do that. Let's go with burn recoil, critical damage, garnet stinger. Let's do anemic agility. And then let's do pistol ammo mutation. Anything else? I guess we could go with slip magazine. It'd be funny to go with suppress. That'd be hilarious. Okay. I don't think slip magazine's gonna work. Let's go with less weapon recoil. Now let's go with reload speed. Quick draw. Okay. Let's hope that this works on these guys. Also, the deep sales were supposed to come out today. So I don't know if they did. I'll probably check. Provost motherfucking Granum.
Samples over here, if you please.
Yeah. Hey. IMO, solo's a no-go. Have at it, but I'm telling you, Albrecht wasn't messing around with his security. All right. What's his is ours.
Albrecht wasn't messing around with security apparently, guys. Papa naughty. Naughty, naughty. Get in there, woman. Yay. Yeah. Yeah. Where's he at? How did he get over there? Oh my god. Not very good against the Eximus, though. Yeah, I think I like the other build better because it's way better. My build is way better than the other build. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, my original build is way better than this build. Do Dante's? Yeah, Dante's popular. No. Specifically, this build is really good against like non-Eximus units. So if they have Overguard, it's not as good. I think like legitimately people saying that the explosion isn't good on the compressor don't know what they're doing. Because my experience, like, this is actually a big, huge showing of it. Like, encumber builds are just not good. Tell me it's honest. Am I seen Dante that over on Cash? Yeah. It's definitely not balanced. There's like a big discourse around whether or not it's balanced. I think currently, like legitimately, his Overguard is the first survivability to overshadow Revenant's survivability. Because yes, his survivability does come with what you call, like, his survivability does come with a caveat, with a CC, but Overguard's thing can get hit more often, and even though you do have to work for it, it has status immunity. It literally works like a shield gate, and it just keeps recovering. So like for a whole 40 seconds, you are completely immune to damage, which I don't think is. I think it might actually be better than Revenant's survivability. And I think because of that, it's a little bit too powerful. And you can nuke too, yeah. With Revenant, yeah, he has percentage health attacks, but his percentage health attacks has limitations. But with Dante, his nuke doesn't necessarily have a limitation besides what Slash can do, right? Not only that, but he can also stack in other stuff and just nuke with that. So Dante is like super OP. He's the first frame that I can say with a straight face that he's OP, because if you don't even necessarily have to know what you're doing in order to get the best out of Dante. That's actually like a cold hard truth. A lot of the time, the people who are getting the best out of him do not know what they're doing. So yeah. And then you have the meta nerds who go in there with a build that's similar to a shield getting build, and they end up falling short because he's not a shield gator. He's an Overguard gator. And that's a little bit different. I will actually say with a straight face that Overguard gating is probably superior to shield gating. Just because Overguard gating is like, it's just like shield gating except for it's you get more for one. And for two, it grants you status immunity. And one of the biggest weaknesses of shield gating is status, right? I think legitimately what I messed up on doing with this compressor is I messed up on the fact that I tried to copy a build. Toxic moment, yeah. Yeah, that's actually like what it is. It's like when you're gating with Overguard, you can be immune to Toxin. In one cast, Dante do more than Oberon's whole support, yeah. Oberon is mostly healing and stuff, and healing and CC. But I agree with a bunch of other people who were saying that DE kind of killed CC. CC isn't useful anymore. Somebody was saying that the double cap is much easier with CC. But I think it's more of a thing of like double cap is much easier if you kill everything. And if you kill everything, people call that CC, but that's not entirely the case. The CC is controlling the crowd while killing everything as killing everything. And that's like a big difference. There's a big difference between those two. But Dante is all killing everything and surviving everything. Meanwhile, Oberon is just CC and healing. Who does double cap actually? About 5% of the community. I just use double cap as an example because even though 5% of the community does double cap, people still see it as like, yeah. People still see it as like a benchmark of success. Even though 5% of people do it, and in most cases, those same people cannot do a survival for a goddamn anything. I would say legitimately, one of the saddest things I have ever seen that I'll always make fun of because it's so funny is somebody who does level cap in Disruption going to a survival and going down after talking mad shit in chat. Yeah, and nobody before 22, no one cared about it. Yeah. What actually ended up happening is actually a bunch of people did double cap for content. I'll just straight up say this. I blame the creators for making level cap the benchmark for success. Because the only people who ever do a level cap is A, somebody who wants to appeal to creators, and B, people who are creators. Because it's literally just bragging rights, right? So when it comes down to level cap and it's like actual value, it kind of sort of doesn't have any. Where's the guy? Why is it not showing us where the guy is? Where's the little dude? Did he not spawn? I think we're gonna have to send that Dante over there because I think he knows where he's going. Even while armor stripped, I just don't do enough damage. Someone can see it? I don't know. Maybe it's over here somewhere? Oh shit. Thanks to eating you, pretty much. Second time today for me? Oh shit. Second time today? That is not good. Apparently this has happened before. I was not expecting this to happen. But, yeah. Who's host? Just saying Saren, yes, I'm playing something else rather than car today. Yeah. Alright. I gotta go to Sanctum. Oh. Okay, let's see. I kind of want to try my original not chroma, your compressor build, because I think your original compressor build is much better. People swear by this one right here, Cascadia Empowered, but if you build for Cascadia Empowered, you're stuck doing only a few thousand damage. And right here, let's see how much is my. You know what? I'm gonna bring out Mr. Calculator so you can actually kind of see something. Multi-shot is 8, right? So multi-shot is 8.4. So let's go to this. So we're gonna go to 6365.9 divided by 8.4, right? Boom. So I'm already doing the amount of damage that this does, but keep in mind, this is like better. I'm looking at a whole map with meta influence, yeah. That's real good. So like, I already do the same amount of damage, but keep in mind that like, it's also subject to weaknesses and resistances. And the fact that I am making this crit too. So I think legitimately, because of the fact that that's how it goes, my build is better than the build I was trying. Oh shit, hi!
Poking the eye for the mother hugger that
Oh
keeps
shit!
us. What you need?
You're really?
IMO, solos are perfect.
I was okay. The reason why I'm saying my build is better is because I'm trying to copy the build of a creator who did a very, very similar build with literally building for that mod. And that, yeah, that mod. So I'm over here just saying that, like, mine is better. Probably sounds a little bit, like, pretentious, but, like, I don't think I'm wrong.
That was the easy part. Now you have to find the netrosite. Albrecht left terminals coded with special coordinates in these halls. Yeah, even he got lost down here.
If I were to fire on something, and I legitimately I do more damage. Let's see. I gotta actually like get a good. There we go. No, that's not good. I'm trying to display something, but they keep taking the kills. I'll probably display it later. Okay, here we go. Yeah, see? Because of the weaknesses and resistances that they have, I do much more damage with the explosion. Though hitting them directly with the shot is not as good. I will admit that. I think the one thing that I learned from that mod, that arcane, is actually it always does 750, even through armor, I think. So I think in actuality, like, because I also armor strip, that's why it's better. I probably have to do an actual test because I'm not getting like consistent numbers. I'm probably gonna have to see if I can get consistent numbers at some point. I say creator as if I'm not a creator. I think the thing is that I still don't see myself as a creator. Because I truly think I'm not good enough to be considered a creator. The thing is that becoming a good creator requires you to fail and learn from your failure. And I am learning from my failure, it's just that I don't think I learned enough yet. Oh shit, book? Book?
We ain't done. Local threats are triggering a security override. Clear out the uglies to pop the door.
Bitch!
And it's out. You let it out.
Yeah, see? With the what you call, with the compressor without, the build that I'm using, I'm not doing 1,000 damage. With the other one, I'm only doing like 750. You could say, oh, with a Bane mod, it's better, but like, if it's with a Bane mod that makes it better, I don't think it's better. Because that also makes it to where it doesn't work on anything besides the thing you got the Bane mod on. Plus, if you raise the amounts by 55% like you should with a Bane mod, I still do more damage. With the explosion though, with the explosion. I should probably, the thing is, like, the compressor still isn't as good as I would like it to be. When I take it over here, it kind of hits you in the face, realizing that the compressor isn't as good. Just because, like legitimately, it's because it doesn't crit. Now, I'll get my 20,000 damage. But if it were to red crit, if I were to orange crit with Uri, I think it would be so much better. You bone whittle bitch. There we go. I bubbled him for you. Man, I thought they were gonna bring it out this week. I mean, actually, I thought they were gonna bring it out today, but they didn't. The deep cells aren't available right now. Deep, deep dream. I never watched the Deep, Deep Dreams song from Dan Bull. But I mentioned something to a friend that was actually kind of weird to say, because it's kind of like really true, and it's not necessarily a knock on Dan Bull, since I did like most of his songs at first. But you cannot bring yourself to take a Warframe seriously if you make a theme song that's made by fucking Dan Bull. Like, I'm sorry, DE. That's like a cold hard truth. You made a theme, you commissioned a theme song from fucking Dan Bull, of all people. And you expect people to take your Ruddy seriously? The fuck? Actually, am I alone in feeling this? Thinking this? Because, like, because I actually truly believe this, by the way. Legitimately. Like, if you're gonna have a frame, have a theme song, and you're gonna have Dan Bull specifically be the person who sings that song, I don't think anybody's ever gonna take that frame seriously, you know?
Security level dropping. Hit them till they stop moving.
Motherfucker! Okay, yeah, we're gonna have a nitro mech. Why are there so many bone whittles? Why do you have so much overguard? Oh, it's because, oh, that thing. Hold on. You! There we go. Ow, bitch. Fuck you. There we go. Blue crits. I think I like my color scheme better than Warframe's regular color scheme when it comes to crits. Just because I think I recognize blue better, or like the primary colors better. Yeah. I was watching color theory videos earlier, and I ran into this one video where this person was talking about called it a color theory video, but all they did was rant about cyan is the color of the sky, not sky blue. And my thing was like, dude, listen, I am here for color theory. I am not here for whether or not the sky is blue. I don't give a shit whether or not the sky is blue. I need to know what color theory says about what matches the color blue. That's my thing. She spent a long time ranting about the sky not being blue. Oh my god, guys.
Grab and go. Can't wait to see what you've got when you get back here.
I remember people saying how like I don't know where I heard this, but I heard somebody say this. Like the power of the frame is kind of sort of connected to the power of the weapon that they have as their main weapon. And I see that as kind of like a thing that's kind of a psychological thing in people's heads. Where because the compressor is ass, people think you're ready's ass. Because they associate the weapon with the frame. And to be completely honest, I would say that's true. No, it's not true. It's like, it's psychologically it feels like that's the case. But, that's kind of like the same thing I felt about Gauss. Because the original version of Gauss's secondary and his primary was ass. Like, I'm just gonna straight up admit it. I believe that the original version of both Gauss's weapons were absolute ass. But, look at what they are now. They're some of the strongest weapons in the game. And so I'm over here like, I hope that DE is just gonna allow Compressor to be good. Because, if that's the case, then I think it will be much better for how people perceive the strength of the frame. Then again, you have this one issue of your ready is stuck with secondaries and people don't like secondaries. Even though, like, in most cases, a really good secondary will be like one of the most powerful weapons in the game.
Mission complete.
Because, like, the thing about the power of weapons in Warframe is that it's kind of sort of, in most cases, the player's fault that it's not good. Does that make any sense? Like that. Oh, what's this? It's so cute. Yeah. Let me see. Let's get cereal. Hey! What the fuck? What happened?
Tenno, our work goes on.
Another day, another... Are we heading out then? I gotta believe there's... All right. What's his is ours.
Setting with Sarah on with Sarah was squad. Nice. Really so cute. Let's see.
Ready? To leave the anchor hole, access that terminal.
You double his kills and more damage. And I out DPS the other Saren, yeah. That's cool.
The Netracell is hidden somewhere in these labs. Sniff it out yourself or get control of terminals. They'll tell you where it is.
Weapon buff for Saren is the superior Saren, yeah. I think legitimately it depends on the weapon you have, but she can actually be way better than the regular Saren. Oh, wait, let me see. I got bunny ears. Yeah, pretty much. Oops, wrong thing. Snow bunny, you're right, yeah. I think Twitch is one of those places that won't let you say that for some reason. I think it's because they assume it's like derogatory. But and every single time I hear the word snow bunny, it's not derogatory. It's like, it's a weird thing of like, usually when people say that, it's the endearing version of it. Because apparently when you say that, you do like a slutty white girl. Which I think is
it.
interesting.
Use the key glyph and get ready for
Twitch kind of, oh yeah, Twitch both hates and loves women, if that makes any sense, I noticed. Where, how do I say this? When you look at what a lower standard is, Twitch lowers the standard for women more, a little bit too much. But they also have to like defend them as if they can't defend themselves. To a point where I think it kind of makes it to where people have an animosity towards them. I don't, but I can understand why people do. I heard even this conversation about Urania Frame, she was so super lazy, and she was like clipping them door concept. It's frustrating me, like Lover is an idea, yeah. Yeah, I think the thing is with Urania, they have been fixing a lot of her bugs, and in most cases, the bugs that people say are bugs that have been fixed. That one clipping through the floor, it hasn't been like completely fixed, but currently it is simply a it's a, how do I say this? It's a ping issue, if that makes any sense. Clipping through the floor hasn't happened to me in a long time though. Because even though I say it's a ping issue, I've played with somebody who was at like 1,000 ping and I didn't clip through the floor. That issue is mostly solved, specifically. I've been to a lot of older tile sets as well. Like the Grenier tile sets, the Corpus tile sets. So that issue isn't as prevalent as it used to be. But I do understand the stigma because she started off with that. Because she started off with that, people essentially associate her with that. And it's from a lesson that I learned that is, first impressions are everything, and you will never ever get another first impression. And Yuretti's first impression was so bad that no one's ever gonna be able to let go how bad the first impression was, right? Even people who play Ureli will say that they hate a lot of the way that Ureti turned out to be.
Your hands are tied until you knock
Her story, for one, is not great. None of us like it. What's another one? And a lot of the time, her bugs were real for a long time. And the fact that they took them this long to fix, like, all, like, not all, but, like, most of the really egregious bugs is some bullshit. And then you have her new augment, which is a kick in the balls after giving you, like, a donut, right? Like, here's your donut, let me kick you in the balls, and I will ask you to, not even ask, but, like, demand that you say thank you, right? And it's like, it's some bullshit. Especially since the Onos cannot be used with Ureli to the fullest of its power, you know? And because it says cannot transform while mounted, DE is going to double down on the fact that Ureli cannot use the Onos, and I fucking hate it. But I think playing Ureli is like, how do I even like say this? Playing Ureli is like being in a filthy job in a prime establishment. The filthy ass job you're in is you're gonna be treated like shit, but like, and like you kind of sort of feel like you're forcing yourself to do something that everybody hates. It's like a janitor or something. It feels like being a janitor. Like a filthy job in a prime establishment that makes it to where, like, you're treated like shit, but it's kind of like a party establishment, you know? Just like the worst part. That's how I feel about it. Like I hate using this because I got called out for saying this, but it's kind of like accurate. It's kind of like being in a bad relationship. I've spoken to a lot of Ureli mains, and a lot of them lash out like a beaten dog. I think that's a little like aggressive to say, but it's kind of like accurate, where Ureli mains act like beaten dogs. We kind of sort of have this thing of like, we'll lash out at people, but still come in for comfort, you know? We'll attach to comfort, but lash out at anything negative. I think that's how it feels to be a Ureli main.
What's going on with necromites? Trying to lock this thing down. Take them out.
Oh, that's the wrong one. I don't know where the necromite is in this room. Personally, fuck the people who trip for playing Ureli. I think people should play with the one. Exactly. That's how I feel about it. But a lot of other people don't, too many people think that because you play something that isn't good, that you should be punished for it. That's like the main reason I don't like meta nerds. Because meta nerds will tend to try to punish their friends for trying to play a certain way. I've seen it happen so much, and I've seen people get banned from Discords. I've seen clans fall apart. I've seen all of this happen when one of the members of the Discord or clan will say that specific line. Play what you want because the game is like meant to be fun. You don't have to play meta all the time. And all the meta nerds will start fighting with the people who aren't meta nerds. I've seen Discords fall apart, I think I mentioned that, and clans fall apart. The whole entire community is broken up over whether or not you should play meta. I think Ready was a big example of this because Ready requires a dojo lab to build. And a lot of people refuse to have the lab in their shit. And so it causes a fight. Don't do Netro cells. Oh! I think the deep cells and the Netro cells are two different things, right? Oh, it's coming tomorrow. I thought it was coming today, but it was cancelled. I thought it was today, but it's cancelled. How do Netro cells? No? Okay. Because I didn't. It was supposed to come today, but it's coming tomorrow. Okay. Hold on. I guess what I'll do, since need to use Netro key. Oh shit! I did not know that. Hold on. Fuck that. Fuck that! You use Netro cell keys for the Deep Academia? I did not know that. But we getting a refresh on the Netro cells? What? I thought we're getting a okay. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Yeah, we need to figure this out. So you're saying that we're getting a refresh on the Netro cells? Is that true? So it takes Netro cell keys, but we're getting a refresh when it comes out. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. That's good to know. That's good to know. Okay.
Your courage and our expertise, we hold.
Okay, let's get back over here. So that means we want to do them now. So where's my butchie cat? You did all of yours already? Yeah, yeah.
Another hugger that consigned us to this mess. Come on, what you need? Netro cells. Let's crack that thing.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Woo. Chunga Prime, basically dough. Oh. Dough. Epic Kibbles. What? Kibble? Hungry, hungry puppy. Give me that. Give me that. Wait. And I want this one too. Mine.
Ready? To leave the
you want to go looking for that surfers? You go for sources? Yeah. I only have one source of info. But for a while, okay, this is probably gonna sound weird, but for a while, I've been kind of questioning the validity, I've been questioning the, you wanna be safe, save 3 keys? Yeah, yeah. But, he is right? Okay. Did you find it? Okay, yeah. So basically, the person who is my insider, I've been having a hard time putting my finger on whether or not his information is true. Because I have been playing with him a lot, and a lot of the things that he says does not add up. And one thing that I would say is that doesn't add up that I've been really concerned about is I tried several builds on the compressor, right? And a lot of them are like, And then I also tried the same build that he made, right? And the compressor did not one-shot an acolyte. So, and a lot of people would say that whenever they can one-shot things, it's usually just them making it bigger. But another thing that ends up happening that I have been running into is the numbers that he says for certain weapons does not add up, and the survivability of the frames he uses does not add up with what he says, right? Yeah. So yeah. So basically, they'll give us 5 more. But oh yeah, they have damage tuition. Hold on, let me wait a little bit. Oh, that doesn't work. That didn't work. I guess it's mostly gameplay things, but also, but it's just like, yeah. As well as the fact that, he mentioned that, PlayStation was being, had somebody press charges on him. And it was because Stellar Blade was removed from the shop. But I have been looking for that information, and I can't find that information. And I go to a lot of to different places that go to and make news about games. And what they're saying is there was a demo, but there was not anything removed from the shop. And I cannot find anything on PlayStation being sued. He said something along the lines of a class action suit. No, it wasn't class action suit, it was something else. He said they were getting sued for taking Stellar Blade off the market for, quote, too many people using the sexy armor. I thought it was true until I looked up the information on my own. Who is he again? So the thing about me having an insider is I learned that you're not supposed to like say who it is, especially if it's someone who speaks directly to them. So just in case they do actually speak directly to DE, I'm kind of trying to make sure that I don't say who it is, right? Yeah. It's kind of like the thing about having an insider, you're not supposed to know who it is. But they have sort of claimed that they've spoken directly to DE. Yeah, you already would have been better if his skates or fording boots, yeah. My skates would have been cute. One thing that I actually wanted that was really interesting was I would have liked your ready to be moddable, and Maradona to be moddable. And one of the mods you can put on them is changing the vehicle in which you use Maradona in, right? So legitimately I was thinking it'd be really cool if there was a skates mod where you literally would have the same floatiness, but you could use primaries instead. Or like, you'd use both. Necromech Maradona? Probably not that. I think it's more like street vehicles, like skates, a board. What would also be another one? Probably not a scooter, but a scooter would be interesting. Yeah, and it changes the weapon you can use. I think I wanted a hoverboard too. Like this is a surfboard. But I was thinking more like a hoverboard. You know, the one that you stand on top of and you lean forward and it goes forward. Just literally have her be like the waifu on wheels, you know? Then you might end up getting like jokes about how you have your ready on a wheelchair, and I don't think I would like that. I don't think you're ready should be on a wheelchair. That's not a street vehicle. That's a aid device. That's a physical aid. So I don't think that would work. In fact, what would you even like use as a weapon there? Just abilities? They make it like it doubles the power of strength mods? That would be fucking weird. Any Warframe and wheelchairs sounds fun, honestly, especially where Roxy into melee. Yeah. If it was melee, it'd be interesting. You can open her passive to affect weapons based off of what she's riding. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like the skates could be primaries, and then you make it to where like she uses her passive affects primaries. In fact, I would use primaries a lot more if I could use it with your rally passive. Especially since she can move the primary to being the next tier of crits. You technically could get a 5% chance of getting a double red crit, if that was the case.
Keep thinning them out.
Okay. Probably not like a wheelchair, but maybe like a frame that has a different type of legs. Like imagine if the Warframe had like spider legs. Then again, Pablo said he wasn't gonna make another skeleton, right? Well, I'm thinking like if they were to have like a spider leg Warframe, that'd be interesting. And it's like, oh, what about the other stances? Honestly, make it the only Warframe that he does not have more than 2 stances. Problem solved. Then again, cutscenes would probably be a little bit weird because you do have to include the Warframe in the cutscenes. So I'm not exactly sure how that would work. I guess what you could do is have it to where the second pair of legs folds up behind him. And it only walks with the legs like that. And the regular stance could be all 4 legs on the ground. That could probably work. Like a Drider. Damsel spider. Where it's just a lady with spider legs. I don't even think it has to be 4. It could just be. I don't think it has to be 8. It could literally be just be 4. Just 4 legs. Like different stances, make the legs do different things. But like the main one just has all 4 legs on the ground. But like, I think one of the big things that I like about Yorete is the fact that she has a different type of movement type. And it does reward you for figuring it out. If you figure out how it works, it is very rewarding. It's just mostly rewarding in the movement, you know, where you can get. Where the fuck is this guy? I hear him. Someone was saying that it would be probably a good idea to make Yorete's top half like intangible, so she can slip through places. And I think I agree. I think legitimately that would solve like a lot of her problems. Although they decided to make it to where she floats up and down depending on what she's floats by. Like you look at the stairs, she floats. She actually turns up and floats around, like in a different position. And when you go underneath something, she'll actually move down. So that could work as well. But I guess if you run into a situation where she needs to go somewhere, but she can't fit, because like everybody else, it wouldn't be as good. Oops, I just grinding on things. I go on infested tile sets all the time with Urali. She's not the worst frame to go around places with, but I'm not exactly sure who is, you know? I think legitimately it's probably a toss-up between Urali and Titania. And probably Grendel too. All three of the transformation frames probably have the same issues, because running into walls is kind of sort of part of what happens to them. Grendel bounces off of things really far and does no damage, but he's really fast, like he's too fast. While Titania has the thing where she's flying, so you have to get used to flying, and she runs into things, and when she does, she takes damage. Both Urali and Grendel don't take damage. But when it comes to alternative movement types like K-Drive, Ball, and Arcwing, I would say because of how difficult it is to learn a brand new skill set for a lot of people, I think those three warframes would be like the worst for movement. Just because of how difficult it is to learn. But a lot of the ones who end up mastering it, like a Titania who can outrace a Goss, or Urali who can outrace a Goss, or Grendel who can outrace a Goss, they say it's the easiest movement style in the game. Just because they have the skill set to make it easy. Like with Urali, I actually have the skill set to make her so easy that I outrace a lot of frames all the time. As long as I'm looking at the screen instead of the chat. But when I'm playing alone and I have my back straight and I'm breathing, I'm able to race lots of different frames. Oops. I think the one thing that could probably be a thing that people could do to get used to it. I know it sounds pretty weird to say, but try not to get pissed off every single time you hit something. Because Titania is the same way. You're gonna hit something. Even Grendel is the same way. I'm trying to build a Grendel, but I can't. Yeah. With Grendel, he's difficult to build because you have to take into consideration all the shit he can do, and he can do a lot of shit. I would say the movement-based frames are usually the most unique. No, they actually are the most unique. Even Grendel is like hella unique.
You in the mood for a little... Are we heading out then?
Regurgitates, ranges shit, yeah.
For an old guy to build all this, let's crack that thing.
Regurgitate... Oh. Regurgitate's range is interesting. Because... I don't think it's meant to be AoE, I think it's meant to be single target. Didn't realize the squad still existed, yeah. Grab this thing, grab this thing. Grab this thing. And grab
Got your glyphs.
Yay!
So, hit the terminal to exit.
I grabbed all of the things because I'm fucking crazy. I'm not trying to get pissed off every time you hit something. Oh, I guess the Goss experience, exactly. Aw, shit. You're not gonna make it? Oh no!
The Metrocell is deep in this lab maze. Get control of a few terminals. That'll help you zero in on it.
Yeah, I had to save myself from that fall in a very interesting way. So I'm looking at the conversation. Oh wow, is that pure red crits? Why? What happened? Hey bro, how's it going? You fucker. Come here. I'll fuck you up. Come here. Oh, he's talking shit. Oh, fucker. What did he give me? He gave me something. Oh no. Oh no, guys. She got hit with a melee and I couldn't shoot for like 2 seconds. They keep lowering the time and every single time I think they fixed it, they just lowered the time. Oh. Hey Maxine. Do you yeah. Cells. Yeah, we gotta do cells now. And tomorrow they'll bring out the update. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing a bonus Warframe stream. But I should probably do a bonus Warframe stream. What's the drop?
If I ever see that grimoire, I'm gonna bolt. You gotta understand, it's a predator.
Oh my god. Which one is it? Which one is it? Uh-oh.
And it's out. You let it out.
I just lost my weapon, even though I said that they fixed that. Damn, this game really did want to make a liar out of me. The thing is that it wasn't doing this earlier. That's the thing, it's like the glitch seems to happen every once in a while and not all the time. That's some bullshit. Oh, it's over there. I mean, I would like DE to fix this, but every single time they have an update with your buddy's code, they don't fix it. Here we go. Oh, here, grabbing all the mods too. Oh, she's lasering. I have no ammo. Okay. Yeah.
It's not dead. You have to kill them. The smell of it. Understand?
Wait, is that what's wait, let me think. Is that what's happening? Because if that's what's happening, then I think they did fix it. It's just that I'm being dumb. It's race racing.
Okay, now's your chance. Destroy the fuck.
So I'll probably see if I can like check that, and I think I know exactly how to check it too.
I'm glad you're
Okay, let me get fire. Okay, hit me with it. Hit me with that. Oh yeah, I can't fire. There we go. Yeah, they didn't fix it. I thought they fixed it, but I was wrong. I got hit with lightning and I lost my ability to fire. The thing is, like legitimately, yeah. It dropped lore. That necromech is still chasing me. That necromech has been pissed off with me this whole time. Ow. Yeah, exactly. She literally throws a tantrum every time she gets hit in the face. Which is like, I really want them to fix that. That thing has been a thing for a while. And DEA. If my insider is correct,
open it.
then that means that
We ain't done. Threats are triggering a security
they're saving it for when they redo Uretti's code for the Prime. Because I was talking to somebody on one of my videos. I was listening to a conversation on one of my videos, and they said the reason why they're not gonna fix a lot of the Uretti's code is because they're saving it for they're saving it for the Prime, which is exactly why I think it's happening. I think they're saving it for the Prime. I think the one mechanic that I actually have a love-hate relationship with is damage intuition. I like how it gets you thinking about the enemy, but I hate how it makes it to where a lot of weapons are no longer like applicable in the game. Because like its whole thing is, oh, we want to make all weapons equal. And my thing is like, the way that damage intuition works, I am literally doing 90% of the damage in every single weapon. Which means still the meta weapons are even more powerful now. Because you have to use the meta to do like a lot of damage, right? The meta shifts depending on what you're doing, but you still have to use the meta. I think necromechs are a huge example of like how damage intuition can be bad, because necromechs are kind of like this weird thing of like they're just so damn tanky. And you either need to like one-shot them, or you need to tear them apart piece by piece. I tried waiting like 5 seconds before. Actually, I did that earlier. But they still had full damage intuition. Which means unlike Archons, you cannot wait out the damage intuition to go away. I don't necessarily like that. Then again, the Onos, if you build it correctly, can actually be really devastating for them. Because I think the back counts as the head. And so if you use the Onos with that one evolution to that one evolution to increase headshot damage, you can actually like kill them pretty easily. I actually would like to try that, because if I'm thinking of it correctly, I think it should be very great. And if that's the case, I probably do want to use the Onos here, but probably not in Steel Path, because the reason why the Onos is not good in Steel Path with Uretti is actually because the secondary fire, the incarnate mode, is the mode that actually kills acolytes. It all comes back to the acolytes. Okay, that was not a distraction this time, sir. No. Oh, he's over here somewhere.
Necromites are slowing us down. Find him, smash him.
Is he up here? Yeah. I remember when it's always legendary ranked ones, yeah. At least he's not talking shit the whole time. That's when it gets irritating. Or when they give up after doing it. He hasn't given up yet. That's cool. Oh no, look at his health. Oh, there's your shields. There we go. Oh my god, look at his health! Dripping me out. Could be testing something. I think somebody was mentioning that that could be a thing the last time I made a video about it. Somebody made a tier list of YouTubers, and it's just like the top YouTubers. But what he did is he ranked them alphabetically. And I'm like, you ranked them alphabetically? That's crazy. It's literally the only tier list that could be truly subjective and objective. Ranking them alphabetically, crazy. I think it's Ki is the person's name, person's channel.
Take whatever Albrecht was hiding and get back to the sanctum.
Yeah. You like Ki? Yeah. I haven't watched Ki that much. Because most of what he does is stuff.
Your
Yeah.
necromech is on the way.
I think
Ki
Ki mostly does like general content and informational content, which I do appreciate. He also like that frame top here. I'm not exactly a fan of Nightmare Frame. Oh, you're just kidding? Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's interesting. But yeah.
Job well executed.
But yeah, I tend to... Yeah, I like Mr. Warframe Guy. Mr. Warframe Guy is cool. He's one of those people who is like... You can use anything in this game and it's still, like... It's still capable. He's actually like how I ended up forming that word, that sentence, because I had a hard time putting it to words. But he's over here like, don't you realize that anything in this name can be viable if you just put in the effort? And yeah, that's truly what I believe too. You technically can just throw together a proper build and you can like show off that you can make something good.
We've had a few.
There's some things that require more effort than others, but that is usually the case. You know what? Let's see, what's it? I guess I could also show you an example of that. Check this out. He is right, yeah. And I think his thing is also like Humanitarian DPS Dante, yeah. I think one thing I could probably do is I can show you a weapon that's considered not good if I can. Okay, no, this one isn't fully leveled. But there's it was either this one or the other one, the prime one. Yeah, here we go. There's a prime. So they're basically like similar stats, but I'll be able to show you as an example, just because I also want to play with it anyway. Let's go encumber. Yeah, encumber is good. Heat. Like if you know what you're doing, especially if you know like how math works in this game, you could literally make anything viable. And here is my little example of that.
Murmur or no murmur,
I'm about to do a
I
Metrocell
consider
with
better
Urelli
16
and
dead.
a
Well,
weapon that's considered like one of the worst crimes.
the old man kept a lot
Oh, it's
of
also
rich-
single
nice.
target, which is that will piss off a lot of that will actually piss off a lot of like meta nerds, is using single target. And it's not even like whether or not it's a good single target. There's some people who actually hate defend more. And I'm over here like, as someone who appreciates power, I will say, how can you hate defend more? Because that thing is super OP.
I was thinking. Maybe
And then some people are like, and the same people tend to be like, I don't like the Latum because it's secondary.
maybe I could.
And I'm like, the
live
Latum, if you do the math, is actually much better than defend more.
with nothing.
How the fuck? Oh, hiccups. You were told Fenmore was OP, yeah. How? Okay, so this is how they're actually good. The Fenmore and the Latum have this thing where if you hit a target and it's not a critical attack, yeah, and it's not a critical attack, you can increase the damage by 20 times.
They all suck.
And the Latum has an alternative version, including that as well, so it has the same thing as well, where if you don't get a crit and you don't get a status, you can
Got your glyphs.
you can increase the damage as if it's modded. The Latum specifically works good on Necromex only because of the fact that when you give it, yeah, when you give it devouring attrition,
Get to it. Come on.
you can actually increase the damage by 20 times multiplicatively. So yes, you're locked to a certain amount of damage, but you increase that damage by 20 times anyway. But if you but you guys kind of right when it comes to the crit thing, because crits are usually what makes the damage better. But I've tested a crit build on the Latum, and the cool thing about the crit build with the Latum is it not only works on Acolytes, but also works on Necromex. A lot of people do not go with the crit build on the Latum because the crit build on the Latum is like mathematically not the most powerful one, but if you know what you're doing, you can make it just as powerful.
Now you have to find the Nexus. Albrecht left terminals coated with crucial coordinates in these halls. Yeah, even he got lost down here.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I got a conductive one again. My bad. Holy shit. This boy does damage. This boy does big boy damage. Oh, do you damage onto it? I think he does. No, I could be wrong. He might just have a lot of health. Kind of a meta nerd where I draw the line instead of people play example love buzz inside. Try to run crit Latum, you would say it's bad. Yeah, so the one thing that a lot of creators don't talk about, because they usually use Latum on fodder and then kill the Acolytes with melee, is that the crit Latum is the only version of the Latum that works on Acolytes. So what they're not necessarily telling you is technically you're shooting yourself in the foot by bringing the Latum with you and trying to use it on an Acolyte. And people actually say it's bad because of how much damage the other one does super easily. But if you know how to stack modifiers and you know how to stack the crit specifically, properly, the Latum and Crit version is actually just as powerful, and it also works on Acolytes. But that's the thing is, like, whenever you talk to like the meta nerds who are just followers of a creator and just copy paste the build and don't actually test things for themselves, they will say that the Latum is not good without devouring attrition. I'm trying to remember the terms from my video, but the overwhelming attrition I think is better, just because you can actually bring just the Latum and wipe the floor with everything there. I legitimately think it's much better. Just because instead of taking out fodder, you're actually just bringing a melee to do the rest of the work, but most cases you don't need to go that far into power to do like a regular mission. So crit Latum good? Yeah, essentially. Crit Latum better. Well, depends on what you're using it for, but if you're gonna be taking out a Acolyte, you're definitely gonna want to go with a crit Latum.
Ready for whatever happens next.
My build is not complete, but I use Ureti to supplement for the one piece I'm missing. I know the standing is about the reset like 2 hours, but I don't have the willpower to play Fortuna, Cetus, or Deimos. Yeah. Yeah. I think the one you could probably do is you could probably hunt for Steel Essence so you can get a hold of that Umbra Forma. Because currently there's an Umbra Forma in the shop. That's the only thing I can think of that might be really helpful. Just because like if you're gonna go with a normal like everyday kind of player build, you're gonna want an Umbra Forma. Even if not, you might want to go with like Umbral Intensify and Umbral Health mod. Just because like, you know, so, if you don't like armor and you just want to shield gate, you can do that. Actually, a lot of the high strength builds and a lot of the armor builds kind of sort of require an Umbra Forma, but that's currently available. Aww, I can't ride on top of a bubble anymore. I think they removed that. Oh yeah, I was reading the patch notes and that was one of the things they were talking about. Yeah. I run pro Umbra and Chroma. Yeah. 3 Umbra mods. Yeah. People say Chroma isn't tanky, and I think actually the reason why is because they're running a damage reduction build without a proper damage reduction build. Does that make any sense? A damage reduction frame, sorry. Because you can run a damage reduction frame without a proper damage reduction build, but it's gonna be less powerful. A proper damage reduction build stacks multiple damage reductions. Because, believe it or not, if you stack multiple damage reductions, you have enough damage reduction to go to a really high level. And if you want to go with Chroma to really even higher levels, I think the trick of Combat Discipline is a really good trick to use. Especially if you're not nuking, you know? Because then you can save your shields for something that, like, to go higher levels. But in most cases, people don't go to, like, the super high levels anyway. If anything, the closest to a super high level you're gonna go is 2 hours in survival. Because that's like the highest level I've ever seen anybody go. And I've seen a level cap before. The level caps look so stressful. Not only that, but the level cap I saw was a Switch level cap. And the reason why is that he admits that he actually admitted that the Switch has lower bandwidth, so it has less enemies. Now over here, like, yeah, 2 hours at the highest I did, yeah, we sort of things. But like, the person was like, I go to Switch because it has less enemies. Now over here, like, you're over here doing double cap just to do double cap, but when you're supposed to be doing it to brag. but you're literally going to Earth, and you're also going, no, you're going to Mars, and you're also going on the Switch because there's less enemies. And my brain couldn't necessarily compute that very well. So he was over here doing a level cap, which is to brag, but he's doing it against the easiest faction on the easiest mission with the easiest settings. Like he was playing on PC and somebody asked him to do a level cap, and he disappeared for a while and switched to the Switch, which and he even like mentioned it. It's like it's because there's lower spawn rates. And I'm like, dude, if you're doing it for the challenge, you would go on PC because there's like 20 times the enemies that spawn at any given time. Shit, if you want to say that you went to the hardest one, you go against Corpus because they literally have the ability to shut down all your abilities. And they also have a status immune enemies in the Lara, specifically, the Gas City. So, you want to talk about a really hard faction to go against? Go to Alara. I guess what it is like somebody saying that they're doing it for a challenge, meanwhile they're making it easy on themselves. And that's kind of like an oxymoron of a situation. It's kind of a weird thing of like, I don't know, it's kind of like a thing against hypocrites. Yeah, I did double cap on mobile, that's pretty cool. That actually is pretty cool. Because mobile has these controls that are, you know, they're mobile controls. And mobile controls are not very easy to deal with. I've played on mobile games before. Well, it was a adult game, but still. I played a mobile game before, it's not, yeah, oxymoron, yeah. Exactly.
Necromites are slowing us down. Find them, smash them.
I think Necromex are tankier than Archons. Yeah, they are. Dude, I brought an Archon weapon here, and I tried to use it on the fucking Necromex. That shit was hard. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. They are more tanky than they used to be, and I don't know why. I legitimately have no idea why they're more tanky than they used to be. I think what it is they added damage alteration on top of what was already there. Like, I actually believe this, because they are taking way less damage than they used to take. And it's concerning because now a lot of my weapons that used to work on them are not exactly working. They aren't as tanky in solo, yeah. They're not as tanky as in solo. So I think there's one of two things. Either they work with level, like they're basically they scale up to how many players are there and how much modding they have, or they only have damage alteration when there's multiple players. Because as soon as you have 2 players, they have so much more damage alteration. But if you only have 1, they're actually really easy. But I've run into a lot of issues where the Necromechs are just like so tanky. It's not like the biggest issue because they all like to the frames that I bring over here a lot, they just don't do enough damage. But the fact that they have so much defense kind of shoots me in the foot a little bit, because I'm over here shooting at a brick wall, trying to take it down with bullets, but that brick wall just keeps building itself back up again. That's like how it feels. Guess technically that would be something that Americans would understand. I've actually seen somebody take down a brick wall with bullets. It's kind of interesting. His thing actually wasn't the amount of bullets. It was place the bullets in a very specific spot in the wall, and you can actually cut the brick wall in half. That is like the most interesting thing done with guns I've ever seen. I'm not sure if it was an entire clip or if he had or used 2 of them, but it was at least only at the most 1 clip. Or throw a Glaive Prime at the wall, yeah. Glaive Prime with its explosive bullshit. Oh, what is that guy? Oh, he's an Atlas now. Oh wait, sorry. For some reason I thought you were the other guy because you had like a B in your name. But that's Bushy Cat. That's a Brig.
Well done, lads, well done! I dare say the murmur is quaking in its ambulators. What with the hiding our friend has dispensed it.
An Atlas player, yeah. Gotta eat, okay. I gotta put food inside me.
What'll it be? The
There's
old
gotta
man
be
kept
one
a
last
lot of weird
necro cell. Necro cell. Oh my god. Also, didn't they say that Tencent wasn't gonna let them put fur on a Warframe? And now they have fur on a Warframe? So does that mean that Tencent is actually letting go of their control like I thought they were? If they're slightly, even slightly letting go of their control, I think that's really good for Warframe. Especially since this seems to be a Steve Sinclair thing. Bing chinning, yeah. Does somebody have all of them? What is this?
Take your key glyphs and get to it.
Sanguine. I can take Sanguine.
You got your glyphs. So, hit the terminal to exit into the
Did
labs.
in Naros take Sanguine? That is terrifying. I wonder what he's gonna be doing with Sanguine.
The Netrocell is hidden somewhere.
Oh, my phone is tripping.
Sniff
Hold on,
it
let me
yourself or get control of the
bend it
terminals.
upward a little.
They'll tell you where it is.
Oh shit, hold on. My phone is tripping, hold on. You had some minutes being in the stream? Yeah. Come on, phone. Don't do that. Don't be a little shit. Is it still going? No, it's not still going. Okay. Sorry, I moved my cord and it started making the phone trip out. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Because it was doing that, I'm now tripping. Because I can hear the boop boop. But it's not making the boop boop. Does that make any sense? It's actually driving me insane. It's kind of like you can feel the vibrations of a phone in your pocket even though you don't have a phone in your pocket. That's kind of like sort of how it is. Like I can imagine the vibrations and the boop boop so clearly, but I know that's not real.
This is it. Use the key glyph and get ready for whatever happens next. We ain't done. Local threats are triggering a security override. Clear out the uglies to pop the door.
Fuck your chair. How close do they have to be? Or do they have to be... Oh, that's a Zaku thingy. Hey, never mind. I thought it was something else. Wait, where's the... Cause I know you can see this the circle, right? I could have swore they updated it to where you can see the circle. Meow. Let's grab that. It's mine. That is mine, sir. Oops. And Naro's doing Naro's things. Also, there is rumor that Inaros can nuke with his 2. I think it's due to influence and a stat stick. If that's the case, then I probably would like to try that. That would be funny. Because I've been really into melee influence. Like, as someone who isn't too into melees, I would say that influence did make it to where I'm actually sort of into melees now. But I only like melee influence builds. Yeah, melee influence is nice. Also, check out all this damage, my guy. Literally with something that was referred to as like the worst secondary in the game. Actually, I'm not sure who said this. Somebody said it was like you should try it with hate, dual acre, Oma, and so much more. Yeah, I think the hate would be fun. But think about that. Oh, what is this? What do you want? What the fuck? Wait a minute. Where's the thingy? The thingy! The thingy is no more! The thingy went fucker that way. Ah! Fucker! Where the thingy stay? Where the thingy? Fuck!
If I ever see that grimoire, I'm gonna bolt. You gotta understand, it's a predator.
Where's that thingy at?
It's a starving predator out of a trap. Well, now you gotta deal with it. Whatever that is.
Someone who's pretty into cats. I mean, someone's gotta let the cat out of the bag. Who lets a starving predator out of the bag? Of course it's a cat person. Actually, dogs are predators too, right? What the fuck? Look at all those heat procs, yo!
It's not dead. You have to kill them.
It's not that, guys.
The smell of it. Understand?
Joe Icar and Severin is nasty, yeah. That motherfucker be all like, I will fight you, woman.
You woke up a bad thing. But then you killed it. So, I guess you did.
We woke up a bad thing and then we killed it. Yay! What is this? I want that. It's mine. Guys, the new rooms are bugged. Wait, am I doing viral? Or no? There we go. Ow. Motherfucker. Oh, we found it somehow. What? How did we find it? Oh, we didn't find it. Never mind. I'm stupid. Okay, time to abort the mission. Cause it is broken. Cause B1 fucker.
A well-oiled machine is truly a thing of beauty.
Well-oiled machine is a true beauty, he says. Oh, hold on, let me check something. I have an idea. Let's go regular heated. And let's go Hornet Strike. Uh-oh. Let's see here. Hornet Strike. Okay. Should I go with pure status? No, I don't think I should go with pure status. 'Cause I think having both is good. Okay, we're gonna test this build.
One must make the best of things.
Yeah. What'll it be? IMO, Solo's a... Let's rob the old fart blind.
Let's rob the old fart blind. Captain Rusty. Ugus. Araceli. This one. I want that one. Oh. Where's this one? This one is Worm Fairy. I don't want the conductive one. I do not want the conductive
You're not
one.
getting out of the anchor
Yes,
holes
grab.
without all 4 key glyphs.
Go.
Only one way out of the anchor hole.
Okay, so you're ready? Can grab all of them, but it's much smarter to not grab that one.
The Netracell is deep in this lab maze. Get control of a few terminals. That'll help you zero in on it.
There we go. There we go. Oh, it's just as fast, I think. Apparently I couldn't pick it up. Aye. I was actually thinking what would be really good is if you're ready, used an Aqua Blade as a melee weapon. And then you basically just replace your ready's melee with an Aqua Blade that like literally just uses the stats of your melee weapon. Then your ready could use melee. I think one thing I was thinking was she should at least be able to use a primary as well. But like make it to where I don't know, maybe Aqua Blade scales off of a stat stick, you know? Then again, whoever subsumes Aqua Blades onto them would end up being super OP. Because they would literally just have her thing. It'll be really funny though. Make it to where Aqua Blades only scales off of a stat stick with your running. I mean, gotta have something that she has that is decent. Because a lot of the time, she kind of sort of just has nothing. It's probably like a weird thing to say because she has something. It's just that a lot of the time, what she has is a bug. Like, that's like the cold truth about Durati and Balance. Almost everything that she has that is positive is a bug. And she is literally the bug frame, which is very unfortunate. But they've been getting rid of more and more of her bugs. And they've been trying to add more things that are like not bugs. So I'm trying to be glad about that, but like can't really be positive too much about it because her situation kind of sucks. My channel seems like toxic positivity, but it's mostly because like I'm trying to make your day better. But a lot of the time when I make a video that's supposed to be like positive, there's a lot of people who just like aren't positive on the video. Like a lot of people who just like to use it as an excuse to talk shit. But I guess like whenever I'm not positive about something, I catch so much fucking hate. And it's like it's kind of obvious that like the people who try to hate on things that's like positive is not necessarily common. It's just that they usually are like really aggressive with it. I think I might have to shower today. I usually shower 2 days in a row because I do this thing where I take advantage of natural oils. But I am also like allergic to my sweat, so I have to shower. But I think I might have to shower again today because yesterday I missed it. So remind me before I leave if anybody's here when I leave. I gotta shower. Because the one weird thing about me is I don't usually do anything unless I'm told to do it because I'm not thinking about it at the time. But I'm definitely not going to be thinking about a shower in like a hot minute. So you guys might want to try to remind me before I leave. Where the fuck is this guy? Is he in the brain? I hear him. Oh, that's him. I'm trying to remember where this little fucker is.
It's working. You gotta keep.
Oh yeah, he's right here. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's right up there. I'm dumb. Yeah. Oh, since we're on that thing of like weird amounts of life advice. There's this one that I like to say a lot, and I just think from that joined server recently. Yeah. One little thing that I've learned as a person who's like been alive is there is whenever you do this thing where you surround yourself with a cushy life, you sometimes run into this thing where people will call you soft. And one thing that I learned is that it's probably important to have something go wrong in your life at some point, because people say, oh, you have to toughen up your skin, and I say there's a way you can do that without giving yourself a scar. Because the problem that people keep doing is that they try to tell you to like suffer more. But there's actually a good way to do it and a bad way to do it. And the bad way to do it is to force yourself to suffer. Because then you get the scar. You don't get the you don't get the toughness, you get the scars, and that's not good. So what you should probably do is realize that it's not about suffering, it's more about exercising it like a muscle. Because your brain will adjust to toxicity literally by experiencing toxicity. And when you sit there and think about how, like, what happened and how to deal with it later in the future, next time it happens, you're going to be better at dealing with it. That's the one thing that I would say that a lot of people, but that's like my biggest piece of advice I've ever had, is that it's not about suffering all the time, it's about building up a muscle. Because essentially, don't force yourself to get into drama, but just like try to get yourself out there and try to think about the drama that you just went into so you can adjust to when it comes in the future. Or you're gonna end up being a soy boy. And that's not great. But that doesn't mean you have to go full Chad mindset. That's a cringe mindset too. Especially since the full Chad mindset people are usually some of the most sensitive motherfuckers I have ever seen on the internet. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, if a Sigma male isn't like one of the most sensitive bitches I've ever seen. I know that from experience. I've interacted with both of the top guys. They are some sensitive motherfuckers. Jesus. But yeah. Oh, you know, it's a good way to say it, because I've actually heard it like this before. Life is a video game, and what you gotta do is not take on a enemy that's too big for you, or you won't gain the experience from it. You will instead be set back by a couple of hours, or a couple of days. So just think of life as just a really long video game. That's like a good way. That's a good way to put it.
With your courage and our
All right, I got Tau Forge, by the way.
we hold the line. Your
Sigma male brain what? Yeah. Well, actually, that's the thing that I've actually gotten a thing is that's one thing I learned is if you swing either direction too far, specifically if you take a pill. You know who takes pills? Sick people. So you do not want to be a pill taker. You want to be in the middle where you should be. You shouldn't be completely one side or the other. Because then you run into a lot of bullshit. Because everybody who takes every single pill is just going to it too far. Yep, Lucky Tao, yeah.
Come. We have much to accomplish.
Like you know how many I actually know a lot of successful people out there who play video games. Like, I actually know a couple of really successful and really happy people who play video games. And a lot of those Sigma male mindset people will actually tell you not to play video games. Meanwhile, the person who has the most money in my family plays a lot of fucking video games. Take the Among Us pill, yeah. The imposter build. I think that's called tourism, where you're not necessarily a person in the community, but you go inside there just to like fuck around. I do that sometimes. I will go into another community and fuck around, but I'm not gonna be toxic about it. Good night. I think one thing is I will never ever ever say that inside of a figurine shop that Magus did nothing wrong. Apparently that actually, like, legitimately, I'm gonna say this from actually experience this morning actually. Never ever ever say Magnus is wrong, because you'll get somebody who's like a Warhammer fan to trip the fuck out. And here's the thing, it's like, when you look at it logically, there's a little bit of truth to it, but you never want to bring that logic to a Warframe, Warhammer thing. Okay, it's kind of like going into Warframe and saying K-Drive isn't bad. You go anywhere and you say K-Drive isn't bad. Magnus. Okay, so Magnus is a guy who is a son of, like, I think it's an emperor or something like that. And apparently he betrayed the emperor. But according to the context I got from a Warhammer head, the reason why is because of misinformation. Essentially, there was not enough information. Because like the father had a grand plan, but he never let anybody know about it. And because of not letting people know about it, people started filling in the blanks. Because one of the things is, logically, if you don't have the information, you will fill in the information with your own information, right? So because he was not told any information, he went seeking guidance, and the guidance he got was from the enemy. So as somebody who believes everybody is at fault if they're involved, I say he is at fault for what he did, but that doesn't relieve the Emperor of his responsibility. Was it? Accountability. There we go. So he still has some accountability for not sharing information to the people who were involved in his plan. Never, ever, ever involve somebody in a plan and not tell them anything. Or you run into the situation that happened then. The entire space war was about to end. And instead, it just got way worse. He was about to end it, but he did not tell anybody his plan, so it stopped. It was crushed.
We have much to accomplish.
That's how I feel about that. What time is it? Oh yeah, we have enough time for one more thing. Okay, let's see. I actually saw that conversation through something interesting. They were looking at the Magus Prime. Where'd it go? I think I have the weapon. Do I not have the weapon? Wait, they were talking about the Magnus. And somebody mentioned Magnus as like a meme. And then all of a sudden it became a huge ass like conversation about whether or not Magnus was correct in his thing. And the two people were arguing for like an hour. And the thing is the person who started it was a fanatic. But the one thing I would say about fanatics is that fanatics tend to believe what the content is saying, right? There's like 5 Tau Forge. Yeah, hold on, let me see. So you have armor strip on this Urele as long as you run corrosive. You have increased crits for, you know, increased crits. And then you have a armor shard, and this armor shard affects Maraluna. Maraluna is affected by shards. Oh, yeah, hold on, let me check something. I want to move to Yunaru. And the reason why I want to move to Yunaru is actually pretty interesting. It's the fact that Inaru affects Maraluna too. So essentially, you can increase Maraluna's armor high enough to get like damage reduction on top of the damage reduction, making Maraluna extremely tanky, especially since Urele counts as airborne. And because she counts as airborne, she actually does not get hit very often because the enemy that is aiming at her will have less accuracy. That's the key to Urele's survival. She lowers accuracy, and if you have a Tau Forge blue, she's tanky. And if you want to armor strip, you can put 2 corrosives, and if you want to have even higher crits, you can put this. I feel like 2 green ones is enough, but I would feel put 2 orange and 1 armor one. But I lack the shards, yeah. Yeah, that's usually what tends to be the thing. Nitro cells are gonna have been updated to have mostly shards, and you can combine the shards together to make a Tau Forge, which can also happen to the dual shards. So it's probably a good idea to go farming for shards, even if you don't get a Tau. Like, it can be disheartening to not get a Tau, but now that you can fuse them together, getting a Tau is kind of easy right now. Let's see. So I want to do, I want to keep the bunny, but I want to change my weapon. Trying to think what weapon would be pretty good. Like, I tried the Egret, like this weapon right here. This thing is not great. Like, I'm just gonna like full on call this thing out for what it is. It's very, it does big damage, but it's also quite bad because it has no ammo. Like right here, the magazine is that much, but let me see if I can like ammo pickup is 1, ammo maximum is 4. This can only have up to 4, and it has a magazine size of 2. Never have enough shards, and I end up taking shards from one farm to another. Yeah, that happens a lot. Definitely, shards are like a very advanced thing because shards kind of sort of have this weird issue. Yeah, running out of bio is not fun. Let's see. I want to go with a single target in Steel Pass, Annie, right? But I also want to try like Incarnin. But it's like there's so many options that I want to use. I kind of want to play with the Despair actually. That's what I'm gonna do. Once I finish Dante, I'll finally form a Urele. Yeah. Da 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 da. Let's see. My friend is microwave time machine pilled. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Steins Gate. Yeah. Interesting. I never heard of Steins Gate. Oh, why do I have? Oh, you know, just do this. So let's take off the expel mod and put that. Hollow point. Is hollow point good enough? I think hollow point is good enough. Can you see your tomb finger? Let's see, tomb finger. Where'd tomb finger go? I think tomb finger is the elephant killer. What's the elephant killer? My tomb finger build isn't complete yet, though. That's the thing. At least I don't think it is. Oh, okay, yeah, it's complete. It's a hemorrhage build, and it's a crit build specifically. It's designed with hemorrhage in mind, and yeah. Wait, what's the fire rate on this? Below 2.5. Why is the fire rate so high? Is it because of this? I think it is. Yeah, it was because of that. It works really good with headshots. Yeah. I could probably use the tomb finger actually. Yeah, hold on. Let me think. Yeah, I could probably use the tomb finger. Cause it's been a while since I used the tomb finger, and I don't exactly know how good it is. I know the tomb finger is also good against archons, acolytes. Not acolytes. What are they called? Eidolons. There we go. My brain has finally brained it. Yeah. The secondary tomb finger is good. It's really good for slash.
Their rage is vehement, their focus impressive. Give them all warriors.
It's the only God roll ribbon I have too. Nice. It's good to have a God roll ribbon of some sort.
They're trying to choke
For like
out.
your favorite weapon.
Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
I think legitimately, the games became super serious after streamers became a thing. I think that's kind of like why a lot of people don't play games for fun anymore. And it's mostly because like people really like to gravitate towards competition and like to prove themselves. And whenever that happens, well, whenever somebody shows that they're like the best of the best, they always want to copy in order to be the best of the best as well, you know? Why the secondary was AoE like a primary? Yeah. It actually is AoE, it's just a smaller AoE. But the thing is that because it works with hemorrhage, people use it as a non-AoE.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like I was saying, gaming kind of sort of took a little bit of a hit when people started taking it seriously. And I'm not sure. I think legitimately it might be a little bit the fault of multiplayer, not just streamers. Because some people would say, "Oh, I like back in the day it wasn't as serious," but as someone who used to play Call of Duty and Halo, it was that serious. A lot of people took Halo seriously. It's just that, I think what it is that you didn't run into that many people.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
And, because you didn't run into that many people, there wasn't a high volume of toxic people. I stand by my little calculation of there's always like 20% of people who are loud, and 1% of those loud people are crazy.
Another life support
And
capsule
you're
is
always
now
dealing with a
available.
bunch of crazy people, but out of that 1% of the 20%, if it's like a million players, you're gonna run into a lot of them because 1% of a million players is like 100,000, right? Or was it like 10,000? But yeah, you're gonna run into some crazy people online just because people be crazy. When gaming became more actually, that is probably what it is. When gaming became more mainstream, a lot more people started doing it. Especially since, like, in some cases, people had this thing where they wanted to wait until like a certain time. Like in some cases, some people needed to wait until they had enough money, or until they were old enough, which is another one. Some people can't play video games until they're old enough because they can't afford it themselves. Because like my mother, they were told that they had to pay rent when they turned 18, so they didn't make enough money to. They didn't make enough money until they started getting a good like source of income, and after that happened, they ended up getting like the ability to play video games. So the more people you get, the more toxic people you get, just because of the statistics of how many toxic people there are on the internet. I think legitimately the reason
Our
why
algorithm is making progress.
Twitter is so bad
This will help our cause.
is literally just
When you're
because
ready, go
there
to
is
extraction.
just that much people there. I legitimately believe that. Oh, actually, I kind of want to try this on an acolyte. Alright, let's see. Oops. Bubbles. We gotta get this guy. Oh, we are not gonna make it. What the fuck, man? Okay, that was a bad example of the power of this weapon. That acolyte was not taking any damage. The Inaros is getting the fuck out of here. Like, I think this is literally why acolyte killers are so important. Cause this weapon does okay against like regular fodder, but when you take it against an acolyte, this thing's ass. I think it's literally because it is a slash build. If I were to go... You know, I actually don't think that would save it either. Now that I know to actually, like, complete my sentence in my head. I was about to say it would be better if it was, like, built for acolytes. But I think this thing just doesn't do as much damage as other AoE weapons. Then again, I'm now one-shotting these guys. So, I don't know, it's one of those inconsistent weapon things. However, I am in Annie, and Annie is a little bit different than Mott. In Mott, I don't think this thing would fly. I think the explosion does do more damage. Yeah, the explosion definitely does more damage. She's dead. She's dead. Once you get used to how status works, you eventually figure out when they're dead. Which is very interesting. With fully automatic, it's a little bit more difficult though. Oh, he's definitely dead. Let's see. And he dead. He's retarded too. There we go. This weapon is good sometimes, but bad other times. I guess it's literally just because of the slash build. She's not dead. She needs one more. I actually probably should have showed how she wasn't. That probably would have been a little bit better. Hold on, let me check this. She's... I legitimately, because it has an explosion, it hits twice. So that means it's able to do a thing. Oh, actually, what's a good way to say it is this. The Tomb Finger primary is AoE. But the Tomb Finger secondary is pseudo AoE. Pseudo AoE basically means that the explosion is so small that you might as well not call it an explosion. That was way better. Right. He's not dead? Yeah, he's... Whenever you're chewing through shields, it's a little bit harder to figure out whether or not they died or not. I shot between its legs. There we go. So we're doing one last thing. Because I think I'm tired. I have a video coming up. And the video is a demonstration of the difference between the Lato and the Onos. Bitch! What the fuck? That was kind of funny, but you. She's not dead. between tornadoes. Oh, he's okay. There we go. I don't think I could actually necessarily teach how you could tell when something's dead or not with status. I guess the best way I could say it is measure it through distance, not number. And you could also try and correlate the distance and number at the same time or together. Just see if you can kind of sort of do both. But you pay attention to the distance rather than the number, you can actually see that like that guy's dead. Oh, unless he yeah. But like there we go, he's dead. I think I actually died. I thought he was gonna die like by a single inch, but I think he had one last health available. He survived that one health. Like a fucking Pokemon. And you see what I mean about actually that's like a good example of like the mechanic. You see that shotgun blast and how fucking massive the spread is? Because your ready counts as in the air, she made that spread so much that she didn't even get hit with any of the pellets and he fired right at her. So like, that makes a huge difference in how much damage you take. So like, yeah, a lot of the time, like, you'll see them shooting at me, right? And they'll shoot, like, to my right, but not actually hit me. Like, they won't actually hit your rally. But when you play with the Maradona augment, the Maradona augment actually has this thing where you get hit with every single bullet because they have pinpoint accuracy unless you're in the air. And what ends up happening is, because it also has this thing where you technically,
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
Oh, he's dead. How do I get up there? Dude, reviving a Zephyr is hard. How do I revive the Zephyr? I can't revive the Zephyr, guys. He's too high. Okay. Oh, she's definitely not dead.
Activated.
There we go. I think these guys are gonna be here for a bit. Yum. The one thing I learned about Grenier is that they actually have way less health than you would think. And you can tell by the fact that corpus units, when you go through their health, they actually don't take that much damage. I guess you could also say that like it's technically because the health bar is smaller. But whenever I armor strip a Grenier, they die so quickly. But if I take the shields off of a Corpus, they kind of die at the same at a longer speed. But the one thing is that if you have Toxin, you can just chew through their shields. I would say that. From my experience, shooting through their shields is great and all. But when you get to the armored units that are also Corpus units at the same time, they can be kind of scary. I think one thing that's probably like, what would be a good example of this? But the only good example I can think of is like, probably the MOAs. Because there's some MOAs that have armor, but if you smack a MOA in the face with the blast, and you give them a slash proc, and you also chew through their shields, it takes kind of a while to kill them. But when you're over here like using Toxin against the armored unit, the Toxin just doesn't do any damage. I mean, it goes through their shields, but it's definitely something that that very much works with, like very much works on them only, but it's not as powerful compared to Slash and Grenier. Slash and Grenier, like there's a huge difference. Whenever I use Toxin on a Corpus, it doesn't do as well. Like I've had Toxin and stuff, and what ended up happening is, yes, their health went down, but it took until I broke the shields, and technically if you do the math, I mean you time it essentially, I kind of sort of killed them the same speed as if I were to use a Slash build, which is quite interesting. It's not something you would be able to like suspect.
They could not do this without you.
With how much people talk about Toxin against Grenier or Corpus. Not that I don't believe people, but it's more like a fact of like, in the levels that I go to, it doesn't seem to make that big of a difference. Probably makes a lot bigger of a difference in other places though. Alright. Are we leaving? I think we're leaving. Where's Jeffrey? Guaranteed impact cross. Ow, bitch. Imagine if the Onos was a impact-based weapon. If it was an impact-based weapon, I think a lot more people would like it just because they could force it to red crit. No, force it to slash. I'm actually considering releasing my video like today. Like after the stream. I might do that. I wanted to unleash it before I started today. But I figured I wouldn't do that. I would have preferred innate element on base on us, except puncture, yeah. I think legitimately, I kind of feel the same. Because, yeah, puncture has been buffed, but I think there's so many other ones that could probably be much better. I mean, if it was innate slash, that would be fucking hilarious. Or maybe, oh, I don't know. But like, puncture, it does really good against armor. But I think going through armor is kind of sort of what makes everything meta. Like, going through the armor is probably like the best bet. So if it was like slash, it probably would have been a lot better. I was watching a video and somebody was like critiquing another creator, and something that something that he said was interesting. Before you make a build video, try to understand the games. Try to understand what you're building first. And I was over here thinking like, maybe I actually should move my video day to Saturday instead of Wednesday. Because if I make the video too soon, then I will run into the same issue I ran into with my last video, where some of the information was incorrect, right?
Life support
I was first, and I wanted to be first, which ended up being really good, but also was bad because I have incorrect information.
Life support activated.
So what I decided to do for Onos is I waited a week for it, and I ended up figuring it out. I figured out the Onos. And I figured out what I wanted to do too. What I wanted to do was I wanted to compare the two. And because I compared the two, it was slightly better of a video. Did I just fuck that guy up? How did that happen? I think it was a mixture between him and me, actually. I think it might have been the bubbles. So I think the bubbles are actually real great. I'm underneath the water.
Share in this bounty.
Oh.
Hold out as long as you can.
Oh, he's not gonna die. Wait, wait. And he's dead. Aha, I got it wrong twice, but he's dead. I use my aqua blades for a bit. Too bad Aqua Blades doesn't work on Zephyr's tornadoes. You can literally make a lazy nuke build and just sit there grinding on a bitch. Then your already subsume ability would be meta because it would work on Zephyr's tornadoes. Well, it kind of works on Zephyr's tornadoes. I just have to like jump up and down all the time. Oops. she going? No. I actually might go on 30. Just because it's a little late. I've gotten to the tiredness. And it looks like everybody went to bed. Red crit, nice. I don't know how I'm red critting, but I'm red critting. Oh, wait a minute. Is she using heat? Is she using heat? Dude, this Zephyr is buffing me inadvertently. I just realized that this Zephyr just buffed me all the way up to 150 crit chance increase. This Zephyr buffed me.
Life support has
Wow.
been replenished.
Inheriting units, yeah. I inherited the bonus of her heat procs. So I'm getting red crits. Holy shit, it's him. Oops, he's after me. No, he's not after me. Oh wow. Power of bubbles. Let's see. He's definitely dead. Oops. I'm out at 30, I think. Oops. There we go. Then again, I'm not making a video today because I made the video technically earlier today. So I kinda sorta could just continue for a bit. So what I could probably do is get something to drink. Because it seems like I'm more dry than tired. And it's making me a little bit uncomfortable. I'm trying to think, should I guess that, you know, that'll depend on like, on some stuff. They popped Maradona.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
Big slash. There we go. There we go.
You are running out of time. Consider extraction.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Life support activated.
I gotta go. I want to stay to 30. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Is she coming? No. You think balance is coming back? Balance is coming back? I don't think so. He's dead. Because we, well, then again, they could probably put some anime bullshit of like, oh, he had been collected and put into like a jar or something. And now he's a head in the jar. But legitimately, I don't think he's coming back. He's dead. And he hella dead.
Tano, extraction is ready.
Teshin was supposed to be dead. Technically, he is. He's like a zombie. Why am I not able to leave? I'm not able to leave for some reason. What the fuck? Fuck. The game won't let me leave because it was at the last 3 seconds and it just wouldn't let me. Oh, fuck. Mage Teshin, yeah, he became a mage. So technically the void did no, it wasn't the void. Yeah, the void was there. The void was there, so there's a chance that he could actually could have been sucked into the void, like Teshin was. That's how like void zombies work, right? So there is a chance there's a void zombie version of him. But the thing is, I'm not exactly sure what they would do with Valis, since their story arc, Valis and what the fuck? Like, what is this book? Well, what is this book? I mean, the warden at Corvo's hold already is standard for Valis, yeah.
Out of time. Consider extraction.
That's true. What is this boog, man? Apparently I can't leave while riding your rally. I'm riding Marluna. I cannot leave while riding Marluna is some bullshit. Because I need to survive when I'm trying to leave, man. Yeah, let me leave. Oh.
Very good.
Boob frame, yeah. Hey, Willet. Alright, let's go. That was weird. That was a weird bug. I think I saw somebody talking about that bug earlier, but I wasn't necessarily listening to what they were saying. Okay, let's see. Okay. We already went 30 minutes above. Wait, that was we already did go 30 minutes above. Yeah, so I think I'm probably gonna end it here. It has been very fun. what I'm gonna do is I'm going to release the video early and see if I can like let it go and see what happens. Tomorrow I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might figure it out when I wake up tomorrow. I will either do the deep cells on Saturday or tomorrow. But I will be doing Monster Hunter on Thursday, guaranteed. So those are my plans. I hope you have wonderful, wonderful nightmares. I will see you in them. And remember, if you're watching my content, I know you're into it. Honey, honey. Good night. Meow. Speaking of Boog Frame, Rally, I got a new game to play. Good night. Yeah, I gotta stream Monster Hunter. Alright, good night.